This is another Phoenix. It's round 3, I believe, playing against some form of blue-white control, playing Aether Vials. Yeah, we'll see how this janky brew plays against the Tier 1 deck.
Apparently you can say fuck.
Alright.
Snapkeep.
Also known as a sneak.
I see a land, 2/2 drops, and a draw spell. Snapkeep.
Yeah, it'd be better if the Serum Visions was a Faithless Looting, but it's
No matter what happens, you get the moral victory here. Because even if you miss on land from the 3 looks from Serum Visions, that's just the universe punishing you and it's not your bad keep.
Turn 1 Vial by his opponent, suggesting some form of either humans or spirits.
Ah, I see. Land number 2.
With land number 3 on the top of the deck. Going top to get the draw the land next turn.
I like it. I like it.
Seems good. That's a colonnade, which suggests some sort of blue-white
Celestial
control.
Colonnade.
Celestial Colonnade. He's going to play his thing in the ice.
His big old titty.
Yeah, frigid titties. Will he have a 1-drop to Vial in?
I doubt
he
it.
won't.
I'm not sure what Vial is in this deck for, or to do.
Yeah. It seemed to make
kind of
sense
nice
until he
with
played
Snapcaster
Celestial
Mage.
Colonnade. And now it looks like it's some sort of hybrid between spirits and control.
You could Vial in Click, you could Vial in Snapcaster Mage. If you're a real man, you'll Vial in Eternal Witness.
Oh, another thing in the ice. Will he get wrecked by the Attention Sphere?
I'm betting on Mana Leak here. His opponent's thinking for a while, he has an answer.
Yeah.
Too good.
That, and you also saw it in the screenshot earlier.
That as well, yes.
I'm betting on the one I knew it was.
Yeah, it was a safe bet. I like my odds. Ooh.
Thalia?
No, he's bluffing. He ain't got shit.
Ooh.
Omens.
It's a great block of a thing in the ice. Wait, no, it's terrible.
I think one of those 04s is a little bit better than the other. Worth noting, though, that if it bounces Wall of Omens and he leaves Vial on 2, then he can re-Vial it in and use it to block the 7/8. And draw a second card. Now, in my books, that's value.
Value with a capital. Because you can just play Search for Contra instead.
No, you'll obviously play Wall of Omens instead.
With the Vial.
You can't Vial in Search for Canter, you dumb fuck.
But it won't get bounced by your thing in the eyes either.
I don't know, it could get tectonic edged.
Ooh, Faithless Looting, that's a good card.
That card is obscene.
Only in every deck it's played in.
It should be banned in the modern format because it is too good.
Yep.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. Give me Preordain. That's all I ask. If you're gonna leave Ancient Stirrings and Faithless Looting unbanned, give me Preordain back.
Yep. If my reckoning for those is if Ponder is banned, those cards should be banned too. Because they're just better.
Faithless Looting is better than Ponder.
Yeah, in the decks that it plays it, because it enables graveyard shenanigans.
I think it is just flat out better than Ponder.
Well, as a card in isolation, not doing anything else, no, I don't think so. But, like...
But that's my issue with it, is that it's never a card in isolation.
Yeah, and that's why it should be banned. Is he going to Logic Knot this Metamorphose?
Second mana leak, maybe? A Remand, perhaps?
He did fetch.
By chance, a spell Queller?
Oh, the Queller of Spells. Meaning that he'll get a Metamorphose back when he flips his thing in the ice.
When first Spell Queller was released, I think that card was, off-chop insane. I thought it was the best card the game had ever seen. It's not bad. It hasn't disappointed. It's just... I thought it'd do a lot more.
Well, removal's a thing.
Yeah, but I thought, blue and taxes and legacy could be a thing.
Have you seen the new legendary hate bear? The blue-white hate bear from the new set?
I've seen barely any of the new set. You'll need to enlighten me.
You can't cast cards for more mana than lands you have. Your opponent
I
can't.
love that.
Yeah. Fuck off with your force.
Oh, fuck off with your Tron.
Fuck off with your omnipotence.
Omnipotence? Really?
Legacy show and tell.
Yeah, omnipotence.
Yeah,
Famous 10 mana enchantment, omnipotence.
What?
Omniscience.
Oh, yeah, whatever. I was like, what? Yeah. But yeah, nice omniscience. I mean, and he bolts the spell color?
My question is, what if you ramp to omniscience using, Wild Growth and Varseek and shit?
Then you're not playing Legacy.
No, but you're playing Modern now.
No, you're playing Commander.
I'm gonna go with Modern. That guy's actually tits good in Commander.
Omniscience.
No, the blue-white motherfucker.
Yeah, they're all good. Another mana leak. Oh, is he going to use the... It used the Metamorphose to pay for the mana.
Oh my god. Oh, yes. Get fucked.
Although I think the bolt is targeting the Spellgutter as well, so he can just let the mana link resolve. Because there won't be a target for it anyway.
I mean, that's not nearly as cool, and you don't get to flex on them that hard very often.
He will, however, I believe, get his Arclight Phoenix back. You don't need to pay. Good. Loot. Discarding land and Gutshot.
I think Gutshot is the worst card that sees frequent play.
Yeah.
And that card is genuinely terrible.
I mean, if everyone's playing Infect, it's really good. Otherwise, nah. Getting back 2 Phoenixes and swinging for 13 on turn 5. So, against the blue deck, it's not horrible.
Do you know what card would be really good here? Wall of Omens.
Draw a card, game.
Oh, Wall of Omens Indeterminus. I cream my fucking jeans.
That would be pretty
Oh,
good.
fuck it, I'll cream your jeans if that happens.
I'm just going to take a short break to go get a towel. He's now presenting lethal.
But you misunderstand. There's another Wall of Omens in that hand. No one can beat Wall of Omens. He's too powerful.
Ban it.
Ban it! It draws cards in Modern. Ban it! I think that Mystic Gate expedition is truly ugly.
Yep.
I think all the expeditions are
I think if
atrocious.
if the text box was transparent instead of translucent, it was just sitting on top of a big piece of art, it'd look really nice.
I just don't like the border on the expeditions. I think it's gross.
Okay.
I just
Magic
want the
player
old border
who thinks when anything changes remotely at all doesn't like it.
I hated the M15 border, that's for sure. Still hate it to this day. That gross little stamp can fuck off. Do you know what we need? We need white border back. I want alpha corners and white borders with a future sight frame.
And all lands in unglued.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the spell Queller noise.
That's Wall of Omens singing the song of his people.
Go get Jared. So he's vialed in spell Queller, cast another one, and they're most likely looking to be chump blockers at this point in time.
What the fuck is that? Oh, it's Arena. That's not supposed to have started. It's just fucking...
We're at the threshold.
Fuck off.
It's the arena installer. Decided to start up.
Now,
So he's vialed in one spell Queller and played another as two chump blockers to try and maintain board state.
two things worth noting about this particular player. One is that he has no taste or morals. He's playing with an Expedition Mystic Gate, a snow-covered island, and is a 7th edition Plains? I feel like? And he has Vial on 4 in a blue-white control deck. So he's a madman.
Isn't Southern Edition Blackbirds?
I think it is.
Paper, I think it is as well. I don't know.
I don't know.
But he's playing vials in what looks to be a mostly blue-white deck. Maybe it's Miriam, and he's just playing decks that are old.
Vial and Spreading Seas.
If I was him, if I was Jared at this point in time, I would Faithless Loot just to see what I draw. He's probably forgotten about them, though. Looks like... yes.
I would bolt first to bait something like Remand, so we can't remand the looting. It also means that his Crackling Drake is lethal.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be Restoration Angel, the 4 Vial. That'd make sense in this deck so far. Well, it wouldn't make sense, but it'd be no less inexplicable than the rest of his card choices.
It could be like an Emeria build where he tries to just flicker and play things like that.
Then he'd have more planes. He'd be playing things like Seachrome Coast and Mystic Gate, because you need planes for Emeria. That or he's just real stupid.
This is always an option. Swings for lethal. Does he have a path? Or a
I think he's
4
gonna...
drop? Is he going to play the Restoration Angel?
I think it's got to be Resto here.
Are we all wrong? Just blob right out.
You know, Resto Angel. This can't feel good.
Yeah, that is called buying yourself a turn.
I mean, if you can rip like a Terminus or a Subver here.
Yeah, but if he's playing this many creatures, he's probably not running Terminus.
No, I could see Supreme Verdict.
I could see Supreme Verdict as a 1 or 2 of in the deck. Again, probably not
Even
that
like
great with
Detention
Spellquellers.
Sphere, maybe?
Spellqueller and Supreme.
Path Snap Path?
The moment it looks like he might have to chump block with his Colonnade if he can't do anything else and take 7.
Well, it's a trade with the Drake. If he uses
Yeah,
Colonnade.
exactly. But that's why I said it'll take 7.
Adakar Wastes? I wonder if this guy used to play Commander. So he has one of lots of cards. And then bought some Spell Quellers and Mana Leaks and thought, oh, fuck it, it'll be fine.
Is the Adakar waste because he's afraid of choke?
Well, surely he can't be that afraid of choke when his deck has Mystic Gate, Celestial Colonnade, and Seachrome Ghost in it.
I'm just... Seachrome Coast seems odd as well. You'd imagine he'd probably be playing Glacial. Jared's probably just going to swing here and then see what happens. Or maybe it looks like he might loop first. Possibly playing around a Cryptic Command. He draws into Thought Scour and might
You don't need
consider-
Bolt here.
Yeah, I might consider keeping the Thought
Bolt is
Scour.
gross overkill. I would keep Opt because it's more card selection.
Thought Scour is higher chance of getting the Phoenix would be the reason I would play that.
You don't need the Phoenix here. You're already winning by so much.
Yeah, but win more. Oh, and bottom to lands, draw a Serum Visions. Triggers the 3 Phoenixes in the yard. That's enough to call the game. What looks like he's going to get in the sideboard is going to be a Braids, Angers, for these look like targets for the Spell Queller and the Vial. He's considering Alpine Moon for the Celestial Colonnade and possibly Field of Ruin or the Search for Scanter. Considering how he might want to bring in Dispel or Spell Pierce as well. Maybe Disdainful Stroke. Depends how much he wants to take out of his deck as well. He's taking out Is It Charm? Which seems fine. It's slower and more utility. But you have to trim something to bring in the other cards.
I would be bringing in Spell, maybe Surgical.
Yeah, Surgical's a consideration.
I wouldn't be bringing in a Braid or Anger. I might bring in a Braid. I wouldn't bring in Anger.
I'd think about a Braid. I don't know if I would bring in
I think Anger is a poor choice.
It's only going to get Spell Quells.
Yeah.
It's
So
not gonna
other creatures we saw all had 4 toughness.
Yeah.
I don't mind bringing into a Braid for Spellcore. I think that's fine because a Braid...
And when your game
the
plan
utility.
revolves around a card which has less than 3 toughness as well, Anger of the Gods doesn't seem amazing.
None. Especially when that card wants to be in the bin.
Yep. Turn 1 Thought Scour.
I love Thought Scour in the modern format. It's a pretty innocuous card at first glance. And then you see the powerful things it can do with, the Delve mechanic and things like Faithless Looting, Bloodghast.
Yeah, I think Delve was the main reason to be playing it, but also Graveyard Shenanigans is good. As we can see from this deck. And he's going to opt. He's probably going to leave that on top, would be my guess. And, yeah, draws into the second thing in the ice. He's going to...
Or he can actually proc Thing in the Ice next turn.
Yep. He doesn't answer his Metamorphosis, he can definitely do that. And if he does, well, that's fine. If there's no mana leak or other cards here,
Spell Queller, perhaps.
Mana leak it
that's
is.
pretty good. Oh.
he doesn't have the mana for the spell Queller.
No, but I mean next turn when he wants to gank the Manamorphose.
Oh, yeah. And there's your favourite land.
Fuck, that man's deck is gross.
He's probably going to pop off the looting.
I would thing first. Thing 1. Yeah.
That's a Cat in the Hat reference.
And that's a Spell Queller. Here's the time where a Braid and Lightning Bolt would both be good. Even Anger of the Gods.
Even bombs.
Yes. Even the first card I said would be good. It's alright that we cast Faithless Looting, it's hard to lose from that position.
Looks like Vial's probably going to tick up to 3. Which will present another Spell Queller. My guess will be he'll just attack and pass the turn. Here's the attack. No answers and pass the turn. Oh, and
There's that.
Never punished. There's the Anger of the Gods. Never punished for poor sideboard choices being what I was talking
There's the bolt. I've just been I've been thought scour anger. You don't need the anger here. You have the bolt. I guess anger's an insurance policy in case you can spell Queller the second bolt.
That would be yes. As far as camping it
only has 3 cards in here, I think. That Jared here is heavily, heavily favoured.
Especially with having the pressure on that spell Queller, knowing that he'll get the thing in the ice back.
Oh, that's a bad play. What's he done that for?
He's going to blink it to counter the...
Yeah, but then he gives him the thing in the ice back.
Well, the bolt's not going to have a legal target, and he's going to go get the spell Queller, the thing in the ice. There's no, because it has to be a target on the stack at this point. So, yeah, it's not a great play. But you can't spell value without misplay. And puts another valuable card on the spell Queller, which means that when he flips his thing in the ice, he'll be able to bolt his face.
What should I feel about that play?
I don't like it.
Next turn you just anger, and then use the bolt to bolt the resto, and then Manamorphose before you do any of that, and flip the titty.
Yeah, he's still even got just a lava axe.
Yeah.
And what's he playing here? Is it Geist or... Oh, Reflector Mage.
Mage.
That is a good card.
This deck weird.
Yeah.
Wonder how many Arclight Phoenixes are in the graveyard.
Don't think there are...
I think it's numbered between 0 and 4, personally.
We'll have to check on that.
Yeah, the anger's pretty sick here if he doesn't have a way to interact with it.
Yep.
Wipes the board. He has Spell Queller number 3 here, it's pretty brutal. But he doesn't.
Gets back the bolt and will bolt the resto. His opponent with only 2 cards in hand.
I've got no idea what they would be.
No.
Don't even feel comfortable guessing at this point. I know I'd be wrong.
Would you have guessed another Reflector Mage?
No. No, I would not have.
It's not bad in this matchup where he's playing.
I mean, no, it's a fine card in the matchup. I just put him in the deck.
Yeah. See, what he's done is he looked at a really nice blue-white control deck.
And he just
he's
thought,
looked at a
I'm
really
gonna
nice
fuck
human
this
deck.
up.
And he's looked at a nice, like, value resto deck. And he's like, you know what I'll do? I'll just put a third of each of these in the same deck, and I'm done.
And yet the cards you'd expect to be in there just aren't. Things like, Geist of Saint Draft, Snapcaster Mage, just absent from the party. But you know what he's got in his aggro deck? Mana Leak.
Yeah, well, why play Mana Leak? Why play Snapcaster Mage when you can play Mana Leak?
You're right, they are of a comparable power level. Ah, there we go, the third Reflector Mage. Whoopsie.
Oh. And Reflector Mage gets in there.
Here I'm boarding out Anger. I still don't like it. You seem to be faster than he is.
I'd rather have Izzet Charm at this stage than Anchor of the Gods.
It's on the play. I think Anger's terrible on the draw. On the play, rather.
But
So you want to be proactive?
Yeah, I mean, it does still get the Reflector Mages, but half the reason that he plays them is for the bounce and the tempo denial.
Snapkeep.
Also known as a Sneep. But you've just seen Blue-Red Mana and Serum Visions.
I saw a spell that reads draw a card and the land to cast it.
Oh, never punished.
Never not lucky.
Now he just needs a Faithless Looting.
Now, Faithless Looting. There's a good magic card.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a pretty good card.
The card Mental Note saw play in Legacy for many years. Then Wizards just thought, you know what? Fuck it. It's not good enough. Let's just print a better one.
Yeah, give a flashback.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Give the Graveyard Interaction card Flashback.
Give the Graveyard base deck a card they can cast from their graveyard.
Yeah.
It enables graveyard things.
It's good. What's that, Dredge? You're out of gas. Well, guess what? You're not anymore.
That's a rest in peace.
Rip. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
Those Arclight Phoenixes now read 4 mana, deal 3 damage.
Yep.
They're a freshly stifled Bloodbraid Elf.
This is what we call the strip bar, because he's just saying, well, look at my teddies.
Unsure.
He's gonna crack his fetch first, maybe, to thin the deck, and hold up all his cantrips for instant speed interaction.
Kind of like going for it in the main phase there.
Yeah, I don't mind. It means that they can't interact with your spells, and you can freely loot and see how things go. Because he doesn't have enough to flip it. There would be a point, too, if he could flip the card there, holding up that final spell for a point where they had a creature. But before that...
I just prefer casting in the main phase in case your Manamorphose or Faithless Looting for a Manamorphose or Thought Scour draw into a Serum Visions or Faithless Looting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just means you can potentially go fast, and even if you can't...
Yeah, my only point was if it was an all counter or you had more low drop spells to where you could actually cast everything in his hand or cast it to a point where it flipped, it might be worth holding the flip up until he was playing against creatures, but with
I
that
think you
not
just
being
need to be
case-
the aggressor.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't have time to fuck around. Worth noting that because Rip's in play, he did target his opponent with the mill. Exile the Mana Leak and a Spell Queller.
Spell Quell's a good thing to get out of the deck.
That card is tempo positive.
Yeah. Another land, not a horrible draw.
I don't hate fourth land here. But now you just try and go off, right?
Yep.
I wouldn't even fuck around with Phoenix. I'd flip the thing first. This can just get spell quellered. And you wasted your entire turn.
Yeah. Next
I guess
turn, though,
now
you can
next
go
turn, yeah. You can
Manamorphose,
Lightning Axe.
Lightning Axe, discard Anger of the Gods.
I don't hate that play.
Lachlan and I both games figuring out the best way for him to discard Anger of the Gods.
I think that card's good in this matchup.
No.
We've seen like 8 X3s in his deck, but I mean, you just go faster.
Yeah, and you've got Thing in the Ice. None of them, he's not beating you down quickly. He's slowly grinding you with value. That is the Almond Cat Exert, which gives it +1/+3 and lifelink, I believe.
You're right, I had to read the card. I stopped playing Magic in that era.
I noticed, that's why I told you what it was.
That's the benefit of sitting next to me. You can see when I clearly don't know what I'm doing.
I've played against you as well, I've seen that a lot.
Yeah, well, my record in competitive REL against you is 100%.
I don't know that's true. I know it's not true.
It is.
Okay. It's not.
It is.
Electing to let the mana go to waste. I'm not sure if I like that.
I hate the shit out of that play.
Yep, I'd have Manamorphosed that.
I would have flipped my Thing in the Ice in response to the second half of the spell Queller. So before the Phoenix comes back into play,
Yeah.
so it doesn't bounce it. Just hit him for 10.
Yeah.
There's no blockers up.
Yeah, exactly.
Just give him the easy peasy. I think Jared's playing this too conservatively.
Yeah, playing around out switch doesn't look like he has.
His opponent only has 3 cards. I would have just gone for it. Because even if he, manages to recuperate with the second Phoenix in hand.
This looks like a desperation plea to gain life. And he's going to flip his Thing in the Ice here. Turning it to his hand. Hopefully drawing something which he can use that mana on. 2 red, drawing into an opt.
I would have gone blue-blue.
I would have gone blue-red. Just so I could cast almost anything.
It's only 4 cards. Oh, maybe he was looking for a braid, I guess. But even then, still blue-red would have been better.
Yeah. Because it means you can get Lava Axe or Opt or Thought Scour or most of the cards out of your deck as opposed to cutting yourself off as a colour of mana. He's going red again, because reasons. Could cast Anger here.
It's a play.
Gets rid of the creature.
That it does.
And he is going to elect to cast the Anger of the Gods.
Now if his opponent has 2 Sun Lances, that'll die. Wouldn't want that.
That late game Vial showing why it's terrible in late game.
I think Aether Vial is a bad Magic card. No, I don't. I love that card.
Yeah, it's a fine turn 1 play. It's a terrible turn 6 play or turn 5 play. Yeah. Thank you. Turn 6 play.
He should play Thirst for Knowledge, so we can discard X Aether Vials and draw cards. Better yet, just play red and play Faithless Looting and discard your other Aether Vials. That's just gas. Fuck it, discard them on turn 1. You don't need them.
3 mana chump blocker.
I'm not sure I'll chump with it. I was wrong. I think you just go to 2. We just have the bolt, or we would have bolted the Spell Queller.
I think you chump and then hope for the board wipe.
None. You don't block there.
You'd rather go to 2 against a bolt deck?
Yeah. If you had the bolt, you would bolt the spell Queller and hit you for 10.
That just means that you put yourself... Well, I wouldn't, because it would put yourself in a position to where a lot of top decks are lethal and you have to hold up answers for the rest of the game.
No.
Answers was it doesn't look like his deck has...
You don't win from chump blocking there. It puts you in a position where you have nothing as opposed to having a small amount of something.
I think it's a better position, but, you know...
At that point, 7 life is irrelevant. If he's going to kill you, he's going to kill you. He has 10 damage in play. Realistically, how long can you chump block before it becomes silly? Like, he will eventually win this race.
Well, my point is that his answers is removal, and a board wipe is better. It would be his best answer, and you have to play to that out. And a board wipe is going to get rid of his spell Queller anyway, so it's better to chump block to hold on to that life.
The more I think about it, the more I don't think he would have had a Wrath effect in his deck. It would make too much sense.